I think for now, arrays are good. Something that people will definitely want to practice. But there is one limitation with an array. One very big limitation. Arrays can only contain X amount of elements, and they can never contain more of those elements, and they can never contain less of those elements, or fewer of those elements. Once you set an array size, it will never change. Let's say I wanted to write a program that allowed the user to type in as many names as they wanted to, and then printed those names out back in reverse order. Well, with an array, what do I put inside of this? Like, what do I put inside the square brackets? How many items do I add in the array? Well, someone might go, well, I'm sure the user will never type in this many names. Let's go ahead and use that. You don't want to do that. What you want to do is you don't want to use arrays, because there's no way to get around the limitation of the fact that once an array is instantiated, it will only ever contain the amount of elements that you told it to contain. So what do we do then? And why did we just spend so much time talking about arrays if I just said that they have such a large limitation that you won't use them very often? Well, what the developers of many languages have done, C++, C#, they've created what are called collections. Collections are just ways to store multiple values inside of something. That's all they are. They're a special type of variable called objects that allow us to store a bunch of different information into them, just like we can do with arrays. The difference is that collections are typically not limited by size. So they'll behave just like arrays, except for you can add and remove items from them. So the whole discussion about arrays that we've just had is still completely valid. This concept is still important, and the syntax will look similar. But what we want to do in C#, when we want to be able to store as many items as we want to use collections. Okay, people are talking about vectors. I'll just say this once. What we're about to see with C# is exactly what you do in C++ using vectors. It's the same thing.